Today we're working on our trusty yard cart. After many years of abuse, finally, she's down. Tire is totally shot. Maybe. It's fine. I mean, mostly fine. But she's ready for a replacement. So then I was thinking, hey, maybe we can just put a new tire on. But you know what? These are expensive. So then I thought, maybe it's time for a tire upgrade. Because these little pizza cutters, you can see how thin they are. And when this gets full, especially in the winter, you know what happens? Is this cart, for driving through muddy terrain, starts digging in. So we thought maybe we could get a bigger tire and wheel assembly. There's a few things we need to know. First of all, what size axle is on this yard cart, and if you're doing the same thing, you're going to want to know what size axle it is. Hey, well, that was kind of on there. Also, what size or how wide the hub is and what the offset is. So let's take those things one at a time. This has a little dust cap. Yours will too. Pop that off, and this has a little compression ring on there. When you get that off, you can use a screwdriver or something. Just pry against this. Get this part of it off. Then you can get your wheel assembly off. Now once you get the wheel assembly off, let's note a couple of important measurements. First of all, let's see what our axle dimension is. It's either going to be 5/8, 3/4, or 1 inch. Most of these yard carts are going to be 5/8, and that's what this one is. Next, we're going to try to determine what the wheel offset is. Now on this one, you can see it's flush on this side, but look at the offset on that side. Can you see that? Our offset is 2 1/8. Next, we need to know what the hub width is. The hub width is from this side to this side. If you have a bolt or something like this, is the easiest way I've found to measure it. Just stick the bolt in there. So it's hooked on that side. Grab this side. Pull it out. Then we're going to take our tape measure. We've got it marked with our hand. And so our hub width is 3 1/2 inches. I don't know if you can see that or not. So now we know our axle width, which is 1/2 inch or 5/8, and our hub width, which is 3 1/2. So the last thing that we need is the wheel height and width. We can get that right off the side of the tire. This is a 4x6. So it's a 6-inch rim, and I'm not sure what the 4 refers to actually. I'll have to look that up. But again, we want to go bigger. This yard cart also doesn't have much ground clearance. So when you're trying to haul something, it's hitting things. I'd like to get this up a couple inches if we could. So this tire is 13 inches. I was able to dig this guy out of the back. It's an old lawn tractor tire. Let's see how that would look. Oh yeah, that is so much better already. See how that looks? Now look at this little guy. What's the size of this one? This is what? Boy, it's hard to read. That tire is old. Okay, this is a 15x6x6. 15 inches tall, 6 inches wide, and then 6-inch rim. Let's see what we can find. Okay, what we're actually able to find is a 16-inch tire, 6 inches wide, 6-inch rim, and it has a 1.5-inch offset, which might be a little tight on here. We're going to have to see. The wheels and tire assembly that we got was basically $60 each. That's for the tire and the rim mounted and air pressured up, ready to go. And this particular set that we have, I'll put a link in the description, but this set, not sponsored, we'll see how it turns out. This particular set comes with 5/8 axle adapters, 3/4 inch, or 1-inch bearings. So for a variety of different assemblies. Let's dig this out. Look at this guy. Now when we compare it to our original fella, come on, look at this. This is cutting through the soil. Look at this though. That's going to really make our cart look beefy, and it's got that John Deere green, or John Deere looking yellow. Let's cut this off. Looks like I'm going to need a couple of spacers to make that work. Looks like the spacers are already included for a 5/8 axle. So let's see what that is. All right, I'm going to cut this off. So this comes with a couple of different wheel spacers. Wow, awesome. We got 1-inch bearings, which we won't use, but I'll keep those. And then a couple of different size spacers in case we need some more back spacing. And then these 5/8 axle adapters, because the bearings that this comes with are 3/4 inch. So put that in. I think I dropped one. Let me take a look for it. So our back spacing is not quite what the factory was. So this is going to sit a little closer to the cart, but I might be able to space it out. That's my hope. Going to need a little more lift. Need to go up and up again. Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. Nothing. The moment of truth. Oh yes, look at that! Looks like a go-kart. I'll bring you in here though. So I got a little too much space right here. And it would be nice to space these out a little bit, even though they're not hitting on anything. Yeah, that all looks good. What I think I'm going to do is put a spacer in here. Maybe that one right there. And that'll space it out. We'll pull this back off for a minute. I'm going to put in our, I believe that's a 5/8 spacer. Put our tire back on now. Okay, now that's perfect. So I think instead of that Mickey Mouse thing that we had before, I'm going to actually put a cotter pin in there. Let's see if this will work. It worked for 15 years, so let's try it. I feel like I'm going to cut myself with this thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to put a cotter pin in there. First we'll put on the washer. It came with the wheel. Put in our cotter pin. Give it a little bend. Okay, now Let's see how this cart looks compared to the factory. You tell me now. Does that look like a factory upgrade or not? I love these over here. This looks ridiculous now when you're looking at it. You're like, wow, this cart was built for those big wheels. Doesn't that look about 1,000 times better? Not only does it look better, but it's going to work better. All right, let's get this other one on, and then we'll get our final reveal. Wow, these things are a pain. Yeah. Whose idea was this? Come on. Yeah. Of all the... Come on. Hey! I feel like I'm going to injure myself just trying to get this thing off. Must be a better way than a screwdriver, but we'll use what we got, you know. There we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Need another tool. This tool maybe? That's kind of hard on the ears a little bit. Hello? Hello, come out of there. Nope, not that tool. This tool maybe? Talk about using the wrong tool for the job. Oh yeah, that works good though. Okay, well that's off. That tire's actually still holding air, so we can keep her around. And let's get our other tire on. Now if these tires hold up, I'm going to be impressed, because so far I'm impressed. Comes with all the little doodads and whatnots to make it fit just about any piece of equipment. So if I wanted to switch this out, put it on our garden tractor or something, I could do that. Let's jack this up, because this is a high lift cart now. Oops. Offset pointing in. Hello. Don't get too excited just because this is a nice cart assembly thing. Now it's hitting the jack. Let's move the jack over just a little bit. Back up. Looking good. Oh, that's beautiful. Gonna need a washer in here. And we're gonna need a cotter pin, because I don't care for these. Let's grab one. Bigger cotter pin. Don't like how loose that is. I'm gonna have to see if I can get a better size washer for it. But for today's reveal, we're gonna use it. Yeah, that's a little too loose. Look at that though. Wow. Okay. Drop it. Boom. All right, let's get a little view from the back now. Pick up all our little pieces and parts in case we need them later. And then we'll do a little reveal, and then we'll do a drive-by. How's that sound? Okay, let's see what it looks like from behind. What do you think of that? Looks pretty beefy, doesn't it? That is going to work out so much better than what I had before. Let's hook it up to the tractor. One thing I didn't fully anticipate was now it's got a little rake to the trailer, so I'll probably wind up adjusting that tongue a little bit. But what a difference as far as a trailer goes. That is a $120 massive improvement. Looks like I solved that raking problem by just flipping the hitch around. So now it's going to pull nice and flat, ready to work. Thanks for watching.